Good day, beautiful people. Good day, beautiful people. Listen, you want to watch this module. You want to watch every second of this particular module. Now, you might be on a live Zoom, and I may be going to this module, or maybe you're just seeing this on social media or inside of our free portal called the Cash Flow Club portal. Either way, watch this module. Now, in one of our previous modules, we talked about how Sosana is bringing real world solutions, real utility to the meme coin space, to the cryptocurrency space. This is what we're going to focus on in this module. What is that utility and the voting mechanisms and why the voting is so important and what that could mean for you, me, we, in terms of developing a crypto portfolio over time. You know, imagine in time having dozens of tokens, any one of which, you know, could be one of those that do 10 times or 50 times or 100 times. We can't guarantee any of that kind of stuff. But the more of these tokens that we're able to get a hold of, the better the chances that we'll have some of these tokens that really, really explode. So let's go to work here. And again, you want to watch every second of this module. Let's go to work. Okay, so in a previous module, we talked about a couple of the problems that plague cryptocurrency as a whole, and then the meme coin space more specifically. And that is one, meme coins typically have limited utility. You're going to see the solution that Sosana is bringing to the meme coin space and bringing to the Solana ecosystem. Okay. Also, another major issue, and of course, you can read that as I'm having this conversation with you, risks. All right. Investing in meme coins can be risky due to their volatility, lack of fundamental value, again, lack of utility, and susceptibility of pump and dump schemes. Now, are there going to be projects that we participate in because of Sosana that may fall flat on their face? Yeah, that likely is going to happen. But because of the voting mechanism, which we're about to get into, that's going to greatly increase our chances of participating with solid projects that have the ability to potentially be here for the long haul. So we want Sosana to be here for the long haul. We want the Sosana token to continue to appreciate. All right. At the same time, we want to be able to involve ourselves in other projects as well to build out a well-rounded token portfolio. All right. So now, so that we can start to understand what you're going to hear about in the remainder part of the module, and that is the voting mechanism, we need to understand something that's so important. Outside of Sosana, who wants to deal with taxes? Who wants to pay taxes? Not me, okay? But inside Sosana, we love Sosana taxes. Say it with me. I love Sosana taxes. Now, what is this? With every Sosana transaction, whether there is a buy of Sosana, a sell of Sosana, there is a 3% tax. 3% buying, 3% selling. All right. Now, remember, we love Sosana taxes. Why is this tax so important? Number one of the challenges on the Solana network. All right. Now, we've got Solana, which is the network Sosana is being built upon. So hopefully I won't confuse those two when I'm talking. Okay. So Solana is the big network right now, worth over $80 billion in terms of market cap. Sosana is being built on the Solana network. There are tons of projects every day coming out on the Solana network. One of the reasons is because Solana has so few fees. That sounds good up front, but the challenge that presents is this right here: trading bots. So with a lot of projects out there, they're on the Solana network. Okay. And what will happen is you'll have folks that mean the project no good that will create a trading bot. All right. So the way these um, decentralized tokens are bought and sold and exchanged and what have you, because ultimately you want to be able to take some of your Sosana tokens, or you want to be able to take some of the other tokens that you might accrue by being a part of the Sosana ecosystem. And yes, we want capital appreciation. Yes, we want it to grow. But from time to time, you're going to want to take some of that and convert it into usable, spendable cash. For us to be able to buy, for us to be able to sell, we need something called liquidity pools. Now, listen, if you don't know what that is, you can Google it, you can YouTube it, you can AI it. What is a liquidity pool? Suffice it to say, there are a lot of really good projects out there that they run into problems because the Solana fees are so minuscule, and those projects don't have a tax. Okay. So then what will happen is you'll have folks that don't mean the project any good that will create trading bots. Trading bot will do something like this. It'll go in, let's say you've got a project that doesn't have a huge market cap just yet. All right. The trading bot goes in, buys $10,000 worth of that particular token, but then immediately sells it. By the way, if you've got a project that the market cap's not all that big and $10,000 comes in at one time, what happens to the value of that token because of that purchase? It goes up. All right. But then the bot turns around and sells it right away. All right. To extract whatever profit. So let's say 10,000 is bought immediately, maybe within a second or two, 10,000 and 50 is sold. Why? Because the 10,000 increased the price. The bot immediately sells at a profit. All right, grabs the profit, basically taking liquidity from the liquidity pool, and then the bot does it again and 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 again, and then it hurts that project. So the fact that we have taxes, say it with me, I love Solana taxes, helps to keep the bots away. Because the bot, anyone that doesn't mean Sosana any good and wants to bleed the liquidity pool with bots, they're going to have to pay 3% going in, 3% going out. That's already going to be 6%. So bots aren't going to want to mess with Sosana. That is one way to help protect what we're doing. So that the problem that many platforms have, all right, is there are pump and dump schemes. Some of those pump and dump schemes have nothing to do with the project themselves. They have to do with people that don't mean the project any good, just looking to bleed the liquidity pool, all right, using bots to pump and dump, using bots to pump and dump, using bots to pump and dump. So Solana taxes helps to alleviate that. According to Mark Ross, a co-founder, we believe that because of those taxes, we won't see bots trying to do that. So that's one major advantage of Solana taxes. Say it with me. I said Sosana, excuse me. I love Sosana taxes. Now, with that said, another major reason that we are going to fall in love with Sosana taxes is because with that 3% tax on the front end, that 3% tax on the back end, a portion of that tax revenue goes into a voting pool. A portion of that tax revenue goes into a voting pool. And so what's going to happen is every couple weeks or so, there's going to be projects on the Solana network that would have been nominated by Sosana members. You, me, we. To be a nominator, you need to have $500 worth of Sosana in your wallet. I'll give you a great example. There's a very dear buddy of mine who has his own project that is on the Solana network. I'll be looking to nominate that once the nominating processes open up for Solana 2.0. Great project. Okay. Now, why would we want to nominate projects? Because as a community, we want to see other good, solid projects out there. Okay. My buddy has a great project. By nominating it, and then the community being able to vote on it, that's going to help these other projects out there, all right, get more traction, get more eyeballs onto their projects. Okay. So now what we're going to do every couple of weeks, all you need is $50 worth of Sosana in your wallet to be able to vote. All right. Now, this is where I want to go over to. There's a couple videos that we sliced and diced and what have you, so that you can really understand the power of the voting and the power of with the voting to be able to build a token portfolio that over time, since we get to do this every couple of weeks, we're going to be able to add to our crypto portfolio. So we'll have Sosana, all right, but then we'll be able to add to our crypto portfolio. So watch this and you'll see just how powerful this part is. Good day, beautiful people. Listen, very excited to share about the utility of the Sosana ecosystem, the Sosana project. Obviously, perhaps you're seeing this because someone has shared with you Sosana. Maybe someone has shared with you about their token success. Perhaps they are Sosana token holders and they've seen some appreciation. Obviously, nobody can make any promises of any type of price appreciation. If you can't afford to lose it, you can't afford to participate with it. What I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you some excerpts, all right, of some content that I've seen from Mark Ross from the official YouTube channel with Sosana. And then I'm going to come back and give you some commentary. I'm approaching it like this. I knew very little about meme coins. I've been in crypto for a while, but knew very little about meme coins. And so I want to share with you, perhaps you didn't know much either. So I really want to break things down so you understand it as you undertake it. Okay. All right. So what happens with Sosana is every couple weeks, all right, we're going to have the opportunity to vote on various projects that are on the Solana with the L network. Okay. If you hold at least $50 worth of Sosana tokens, then you'll be able to vote. Okay. And if you hold at least $500 worth of Sosana tokens, you'll be able to nominate projects. Okay. And so let's go to this. And this is a great AI generated, I guess it's AI generated video. And I want to play the video, but I'm going to stop it from time to time to give you some commentary, again, so that we can understand it as we undertake it. Let's go to the first video.
What's up, Sosana family and all you degens out there in the Solana network? Sosana just made history. Our first ever community voting round is officially in the books, and it was representative of the beginning of something that is going to grow and become what we believe is so special. A few small glitches, sure, but overall the basic functions of the system worked like a charm. Hats off to our great developer and to David Track and all the work they put in to make this happen. Let's take you through the action and show you how real utility just met real results. Right here you're seeing the nominate and voter board, where all the tokens nominated by the community were revealed. Then, just like that, the nominations vanish as the round officially closes. That's the moment we shift into results. Now the top 10 tokens are revealed, and the winner? Shift AI took the crown, backed by strong community support. We now drop into the deck screener by pasting in the contract address for shift.ai. And check this out. You can literally see where the DGen voter bonus wallet made its purchase. The first purchase in Sosana history, making crypto history worldwide. That green candle spike right there, that's the result of the vote, and that's
Okay. All right. So I want to stop right here. Very, very important. So by being a Sosana token holder, at least $50 worth of Sosana. Now, what I would do, all right, is I would pad it a little bit, okay, because the value of the Sosana token is going to fluctuate. You know, it's going to go up. You know, we want to see it go up, and then you're going to have some folks that are maybe going to convert some of their Sosana tokens into usable, spendable cash. So some people are going to be selling. So there's going to always be some buying and selling. So I would have a cushion if you're only starting off with the minimum. Obviously, if I were you, I would want to start off with as many Sosana tokens as my resources allow, but you have to raise your right hand and agree you're not going to hurt your family. Okay. All right. So now, if we go back here, I'm going to go back here. All right. Now, I want you to understand this was the very first vote that was done and what I'm calling Sosana 1.0. Okay. Or you might hear me refer to it as the beta version. All right. This was the first vote. Now, I want you to see that this was a small community. This was a small community. The winning project, Shift AI, got 11 votes. All right. And then you see the other projects that were there and the number of votes. I want you to imagine what's going to happen when there are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of folks that are voting. Okay. Now, the reason I bring that up is because with just a small number of people that were part of Sosana 1.0, so we're not ground floor, we're in the basement. Oh, okay, all right. Let's go back and see when Sosana. So remember, there is a tax with every single transaction. In Sosana, we love taxes. In Sosana, we love taxes. 3% in, 3% out. So one's buying Sosana, there's going to be a 3% tax. So when selling Sosana, there's going to be a 3% tax. That tax helps to shield us from the robots out there. We believe, at least in my conversations with Mark Ross, one of the co-founders, is that we're not going to have trading bots coming and depleting the liquidity pool. If you don't know what that stuff is, go Google it, go YouTube it, go Chat GPT or some other AI, Shift AI, perhaps it. Okay. All right. So with that tax, a portion of those tax dollars go into the voting pool. All right. And so these 11 winners, what happened for the 11 winners is Sosana took from that voting pool, if you will, all right, from the Sosana taxes. We love Sosana taxes. We love Sosana taxes. All right. They took that and then they went and bought the token of Shift AI. So now, armed with that understanding, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. We're gonna start it, and I want us to pay attention. I want us to pay attention. First off, there were only 42 votes. Okay, all right. What happens when there's 420, 4,200, 42,000? Okay, I want you to notice what happens to Shift AI, the winning project, so that Sosana went and bought the token of Shift AI. And let's notice what happened to Shift AI's um, uh, price chart, okay, because of the buying pressure. So let's get started.
Shift into results. Now the top 10 tokens are revealed, and the winner, Shift AI, took the crown, backed by strong community support. We now drop into the deck screener by pasting in the contract address for Shift.ai. And check this out. You can literally see where the DGen voter bonus wallet made its purchase. The first purchase in Sosana history, making crypto history worldwide.
Look at that. Look at that price chart. Now, remember this, that when the vote has happened, when the vote is ended, and the nominated projects are shown, and the winner is shown. In this case, it was Shift AI. Okay. Remember, we're going to have an hour or so time frame before Sosana goes and purchases Shift AI. Now, what are they purchasing it from? From that voter pool. How was that funded? From the taxes. Here in Sosana, we love Sosana taxes. I'm not a big fan of taxes outside of Sosana, but I love Sosana taxes. Look at that price chart. So what if we won the vote, which I'm going to show that also some excerpts from a Zoom that Mark hosted, where some of the winners of the very first vote, got their Shift AI tokens. All right. So whether we won the vote and we got tokens of the project that won, or whether we're sitting there saying, wait a minute, Sosana's going to go out and purchase some tokens of the winner, and I want to get some tokens of that winner before Sosana makes the purchase. Because what if we were right in here, and then Sosana makes the purchase and it goes way up here? Are you getting it? Are you getting the potential? Not only of the Sosana token, which we want that to go, to the moon, but these other projects. Now, might we buy a project or buy some tokens of a project and then it, eventually goes flat? Yes, that could happen. All right. But what if we're doing every couple of weeks, and then when you get into the community hub, where there's going to be a voting apparatus for free launch projects, the power of that. Okay. Now I'm going to shut up and let little Mark here, Mark Ross, we'll let little Mark continue the conversation.
That green candle spike right there, that's the result of the vote, and that's power in motion. Now, let that sink in. We are still so early. Imagine what kind of chart movement this will create when we've got thousands of holders and voters behind each round. This is just the beginning. Next, we take a look at Shift.ai's Twitter profile. These guys are building AI solutions for Web3, merging decentralized tech with real-time data-driven insights. Their site looks tight, clean, forward-thinking, exactly the kind of quality project our community is here to discover and elevate. Projects like this get overlooked, but not anymore. With Sosana, we give deserving teams visibility and we reward the communities behind them. Back to the chart.
Tell you what, so I want you to understand the power of what Sosana is doing. So here is this project, all right, that was nominated, Shift AI. All right, I'd never heard of Shift AI. Okay, but the process of having these different projects nominated brings exposure to those projects. It brings exposure to those projects. Now, in time, can you see that if someone has a project on the Solana with the L, Solana network, how they're going to find value in Sosana? Because essentially what Sosana is doing is it is being a billboard for what we think, what the community thinks are quality projects. So in time, can you see developers, founders of different projects on the Solana with the L, Solana network, wanting to have their projects nominated so that their projects now get eyeballs that they weren't getting. And so as we grow the Sosana community from, a small intimate group to hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions, all right, that is going to be such value in the marketplace because now you're going to have more and more and more and more people looking for solid projects so that we can start to sort out the riffraff. Okay? All right, let's go back to little Mark.
There's that spike again. That was us. And if we can do that now, think about the momentum we'll have in the weeks and months ahead. Now we're back to the DApp, and round 2 has already begun. Nominations are open, a brand new cycle has started. Let's go again. Here's one last look at the top 10 from round 1. You can even see the wallet address of the nominator who submitted Shift.ai. Pure transparency, total community-driven movement. And this right here, that chart, that's what happens when a project wins a Sosana vote. That's real impact from real people in real time, straight from our community to theirs. But this is just the start. With every vote, every round, every reward, we're building something revolutionary. Not just hype, but real rewarding utility for the Solana ecosystem. So if you're already holding Sosana, get ready. If you're not, what are you waiting for? Nominate, vote, win, repeat. Unlike any other meme project, at Sosana there's always something new and exciting every voting round. It doesn't get boring here, it just grows and gets.
Okay, so I want you to hear what little Mark just said. Okay. Every couple of weeks, there's a voting round. So every couple of weeks, we vote. All right. We want to all exercise our right to vote. We have an opportunity to win the vote and then get tokens because of remember, we love Solana taxes. I don't like taxes outside of Solana, but we love Solana taxes. All right. And so we've got the opportunity to win the vote. All right. In which case you would then receive tokens of the winning project. And then whatever you want to do with those tokens, you want to hold on to those tokens. You want to convert some of those tokens into usable, spendable cash. All right. Maybe you convert them all. Maybe you convert some. All right. That's totally on you. So you win the vote. Wonderful. Even if you don't win the vote, we've got that 1 hour head start to know what the winning project was. And if you want to go and buy some tokens before that big old spike that you see there. But this is every couple of weeks, this is going to happen. Every couple of weeks, this is going to happen. All right. Let's finish with little Mark here.
Better. This is how degens take over the right way. Let's go. Hey, everybody out in Sosana world and degen world, crypto world. We are here just talking to some really special people on this call. And I can't wait to introduce you to some of them. Each one of these people on this call actually participated in our very first voter round. They came in. One of them is the winning nominator who nominated the winning token. Of course, many of you already know it was Shift AI.
Okay, so you can nominate tokens. Now, what do you need to do to nominate tokens, and why would you want to consider nominating tokens? You need $500 worth of Sosana tokens. So $50 worth of Sosana tokens allows you to vote. Okay. All right. Very, very low barrier to entry. Okay. $500 of Sosana token in your wallet allows you to nominate projects. Now, if you nominate a project one, and your the project that you nominated is the winning project, then as the nominator, you're going to receive rewards. I believe it's like $500 worth of Sosana tokens. $500 thereabout worth of Sosana tokens. Now, remember, Sosana tokens, I believe, will be an ever increasing asset. Can't promise that. All right. All of my if, ands, buts, perhaps disclaimers. All right. So that's why you would want to have at least 500 Sosana tokens so that you could be a nominator. And if you nominate a project and that project wins the vote for that voting cycle, you as the nominator receive $500 worth of Sosana tokens. In time, that could be even more. And obviously, you can hold on to those tokens for potential price appreciation. You could sell some of those tokens, liquidate some of those tokens or all of those tokens or what have you as usable, spendable cash. All right, let's go back to, I call him Big Mark.
Actually won the vote. And we bring in everybody here to kind of give their testimony, because each and every person on here besides me and Dave actually won the reward. And folks, this is so historic, because what has happened here has never happened in crypto history, ever. It's never happened. And you're going to see something right now that in the beginning, if you're just now discovering Sosana, you might be thinking, oh, no big deal. But let me tell you something. Big things sometimes start small. And I'm telling you, this is going to be so huge. And what we're doing here is so historic because, like I said, it's never been done. There's never been a voting reward mechanism that's ever existed in crypto like what we have with Sosana. And this is the result of it on our first vote. And it's really, really cool. So we're going to bring out some people. But before we do that, what I want to do is I want to just kind of do a quick screen share and just show real quick the results of what happened and talk about how it happened. If you guys can see that, can everybody here see that okay? This is our voting screen. Okay, now if you first go in, now if you were on, let me just pull up the Sosana website real quick, just so you can see it. Get that ready. Okay, so if you were first here, you'd come to the website, and your initial qualification is you must own at least $50 worth of Sosana in order to vote. You must own $500 worth of Sosana in order to nominate. So you can see this little button here, nominate or vote. So if we click that, the first thing it's going to take us to is where we connect our wallet. So if my wallet wasn't connected, you wouldn't be seeing any of this, but you can see my wallet's connected. You can see this, the Sosana price, how many holders we are, 181 holders. I'm telling you folks, it's like, we're talking infancy. You can see our voting reward total right now is just 4.69 SOL, that the total rewards paid out so far is 46 SOL. So we, again, right in our infancy. And your goal right now for a 2-week period, remember, starting last Sunday at 7 p.m. until the next Sunday, which will be after this Easter, a week from this Easter, a 2-week period, is a time for everybody to nominate their favorite project on the Solana network. Okay, so those people are going to come in. You can see so far, today is Thursday. We have currently, this is of the first week of the second round. We have 8 nominations right here. And what's going to happen is those nominations are going to continue to grow, but nobody's going to see those nominations until the Sunday after Easter at 7 p.m. Eastern, where at that time there's going to be a 24-hour period where you're going to have an opportunity to look at all the different nominated projects, place your vote, and then you're going to show up the following day at 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday, and you're going to actually find out who's in the top 10 and, of course, who's number 1. And whoever wins number 1, the person who nominated number 1 is going to get a reward of $500 in Sosana tokens. Early in this project, it's a really significant reward. But the second thing that's even more exciting is if you voted for that winning project, you're going to be able to participate in the airdrop from what I'm highlighting here is the voting reward right here, okay? And that voting reward, last time it grew to just under $4,000, and we rewarded 11 voters. I'm going to show you the top 10 from the last vote. Let me just put my wallet in there. I know Phantom always makes me reset my passcode. Confirm that. So when you connect your wallet, you're going to see the top 10. So you can see the number of voters in the round, and you can see each project that was nominated. And as you can see, we have Shift AI who won the vote. So what does that mean? That means the 11 people who actually cast their vote for the winning project are going to share in that reward pool. And in that case, it was about, I want to say it was close to 30 Solana, maybe, no, almost 40 Solana, right? 40 something Solana, isn't that right, Dave? Something like that. So basically, that's what you can see. I have to keep connecting my wallet to see the top 10. But the bottom line is you can also see the other projects. Now, here's what's really fantastic about this window of time, because when the winner is revealed Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, there is a 1-hour period. Remember this, a 1-hour period where every registered voter is going to be able to decide if they want to add that project to their portfolio before the airdrop, before that wallet goes out, goes to Shift AI, on the DEX, and actually purchases their token and then sends those tokens to reward their voters. Again, historic. It's never happened before in history. And we can't wait to see what happens. We believe that we are in this is kind of like what I call the seed phase. These are just the initial people. We're building relationships. People who know people are learning about the Sosana project, how unique it is. We have talked to some of the most incredible people with so much experience in the industry that are taking a look at this project and are just floored because of what we're doing. It's never been done. And we believe that as this goes viral, that voter reward is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Okay. And when it does, we think it's going to go more and more viral because of the momentum that will create. So let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen. And what I want to do is just bring out our first testimony. Who wants to go ahead and unmute your mic and go first?
Hey, Mark.
What's
How's
up,
it
brother?
going, guys? So,
There he is.
well, how's it going? So basically, I'm the founder of Shift. I'm a full.
Okay, so let's stop here for just a moment. All right, again, I'm showing you excerpts from a video that Mark Ross, co-founder, put together. Now, this gentleman right here is the actual developer, and I don't know if you're seeing me on screen or not, but this is the actual developer of the winning project for that first vote. This was the first vote in Sosana history, all right? What I'll refer again to as Sosana 1.0. But this gives the voting apparatus, the nominating apparatus, gives these projects exposure that they might not have received. Okay, so we'll hear a little bit from Enrique. You're also going to see David Track. David Track is the founder, all right, or another co-founder. I have a relationship and building a relationship with Mark Ross, and hopefully we'll also begin to build a relationship with David Track as well. A little bit from Enrique, and then we'll hear from another couple of winners.
Full stack developer. And all I can say about Sosana is that it's a platform that changes the landscape of crypto, right? When we've seen like the communities are very important, and being able to participate and bring our community on board, and to find out about Sosana and all those things were great for us. I think it made the community feel like very active. It was something cool to do, that it will engage, make us all engage, and go and vote and be part of Sosana, which in my opinion it's a great project, a very unique idea. And
Okay, so I want you to hear something here. All right. So here is Enrique, who is has his own project on the Solana network called Shift AI. His project was nominated. He has his own community, but now look at the synergy of Enrique wanting his community to know about Sosana. So likely what that's going to do is cross-pollinate, where some of his community members who didn't know anything about Sosana will likely hear about it, because Enrique's excited that his project was nominated and won, the very first project that won in the history of the Sosana voting process. He'll always be the very first project. Okay, so 5 years from now, likely there's going to be people taking a look at Shift AI, because they may come across this video or other videos, and or what have you. Okay, but the thing is, he may now have his community coming to take a look at Sosana. Members of his community may buy the Sosana token, and who does that benefit? If you, me, we are Sosana token holders. So you seeing the synergies here. Let's continue.
I believe in it, and that's why I'm here. And obviously I want to thank you all for letting me be part of this, and letting the entire Shift team to be part of it as well. It's been something that we're very grateful of, and obviously we want to continue supporting Sosana as much as we can. It's obviously a big honor for us to be the first nominated token, and
Yes.
and to see the community receive the rewards, and obviously seeing the big buy commenting into the chart for Shift
Yeah.
was pretty awesome.
Pretty cool, huh?
And
That is awesome.
and it helps us, and he helps us believe that there's a future for projects that are really putting in the work.
Yeah.
People are gonna notice that, and obviously they want to be part of what you guys are building here, which I think is fantastic. When Mr. Lai told me about you guys, I was like, you know what? He first told me at the very beginning it was too early, but I was very focused on Shift at the time. But when he told me about Sosana, I was like, it looks very interesting. He showed me the website. I jumped right on, and for me it was like, okay, this actually has really good potential. I believe that this is something that will be great in the future, and as it keeps continuing building, it's probably grab a lot of attention. So it's great to be on Sosana early.
I'll share next, Mark.
Okay, brother, go for it.
There he is. Man, I'm just excited to be here. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. I don't even really know where to start, other than to say that I'm excited, and this is one of the coolest projects I've seen. I'm not a crypto expert. I've been in country music my whole life, but I've started to, over the last three years especially, really start to dive in and understand what this is all about. And obviously, this is the future of money. And I'm very excited to be here. I remember when I heard about this project, it sounded incredible to me. I've heard a lot of things that sound incredible that don't always pan out. I think we've all been there. And to see this actually happen, and then to be a winner on the first round, I was not expecting that. I remember when the votes, the tokens came out that we could vote for, I recognized maybe 2 or 3 of the tokens on there. I did not recognize Shift on there. And I remember when I went to vote, I didn't know anything about Shift. I looked at the market cap and I saw that it was small, and I just voted for it. Didn't really know anything about it. I know a lot about it now. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I know a lot about it now. So
Yeah,
I remember when we had the Zoom. I think it was on Sunday, it was on Monday, It was when we were going to announce the winners. Before the winners even came out, I remember I put a comment in the post that said, "This is going to shift how how companies work, how meme coins work." And then, 30 minutes later, I find out that the winning token was actually shipped. I didn't even put two and two together that that's the one I was
That is
going to
so
vote
funny.
for until they said it. I said, I think I said something about shift in the comments. And that was not foreshadowing or ESP or anything like that. I was on the right frequency, I guess. So to be a winner, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I won. Well, I wonder how long it's going to take to get my tokens. As soon as I saw that I had voted for the winner, I went and there they were, $375, which was like 2.8 or 2.6 million shift tokens.
Okay, so I want you to hear that. Okay, so this gentleman here won the vote. He was one of the winners of the vote. I think there were 11 winners, and he got airdropped. All right into his wallet. $375 worth of shift. All right, and that wound up being like 2.6 million shift tokens. Now, what could he have done with that? Whatever he wanted to. If he wants to hold on to it, he could. If he wants to convert that into usable, spendable cash, he could. And what was his requirement? $50 worth of Sosana tokens in his wallet. Okay. But he got $375 worth. Now, I don't know what the gentleman had in terms of Sosana tokens in his wallet, but if he only had the minimum, all right, he got 7 times worth that because he simply voted and won the vote. All right, that accounted for over 2 million shift tokens. So now if he wants to build a crypto portfolio, all right, and he wants to maintain some or all of those shift tokens were free, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't have to pay for it. Okay. All right. He didn't have to pay for it. All right. Let's go and let's find another testimony.
Awesome. So much. Really appreciate, because of all your experience, you've got a lot to say, and we really appreciate that, Mr. Live. So realize, I want you guys to think about something. Let's just say all you had was $50. When's the last time you got a reward that was bigger than your wallet? Has that ever happened in crypto? I don't know if it has. I've never seen it happen. Maybe it has, but I'm just not aware of it. Something that's open to the whole community, where everybody who voted for that winning token, if all they had was $50 in their wallet, they got about $370 worth of shift sent to their wallet, which is more valuable than their entire wallet. I mean, that's crazy. I've never seen that happen in crypto before. And this is just our first round. Okay. You can imagine where we're going to be when we have tens of thousands of holders, and this thing is just growing out of control. And especially when the market really comes back. I mean, I think in a flat market that Sosana is so good with our utility, we think it's still going to go viral, and people are going to love what we're doing because of the rewards, because of what our mission is to really clean up the Solana ecosystem. Let's go ahead and bring out our last testimony. You're next.
Hi, this is.
Hey, Alan.
I think I'm the second to last. I think I'm the second to last one, but.
Yeah, I can't find, for some reason, I think we lost. He said his internet's messing up, Clarence, so he's not here. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not probably as experienced as these other guys. I've been in crypto since 2016 as well, but it's just because it fascinates me, and I've just done my own. I've been in many things that never lasted, like those shiny object syndrome. I've been Sosana a lot, right? I don't want to name names, but CMB, Novatech, a lot of things like that. Yeah. So I've been Sosana a lot, and the only good thing that came out of it was I began building a network, and Mr. Live is on my network. He is someone I follow, and so when he told me about Sosana, I can't get into everything he said. He does, but I was really interested when I saw the website and what the whole idea was behind Sosana, and and I was also in Shift already, right? And he said that he nominated Shift, so I told him, well, fine, I'll vote for it, right? And what really got to me with Sosana was, I mean, it's all about the money, right? What you could
Yeah.
get. For a lot of people, I live in Belize, so it's available worldwide for the people that will watch this afterwards. It's anywhere in the world you have an internet connection, you could join. It's something that's globally available. I'm from Belize and I'm in it, right? So I started with about $270 in Sosana,
Mhm.
and my wallet amount right now, it varies because the token goes from like about 14 cents to 19 cents. Um, it goes from about right now it goes from like 2,900 to like 3,800
Wow.
out.
Hear that? Did you hear that? My Belizean brother there. Belize is a beautiful country, by the way. $270 worth of Sosana tokens is what he started off with. And the value, all right, in Sosana 1.0 was fluctuating between 2,900 and 3,800. Obviously, past performance, no indicator of future results. Nobody can promise any type of returns. All right, if you can't afford to lose it, you can't afford to participate with it. But $270 worth of Solana tokens that got up to uh, between 2,900 and $3,800 in value in Sosana 1.0, and we'll be participating in Sosana 2.0.
Of,
Awesome.
of $270.
Happy
And
for
then
you.
when and then when I got the shift payment, I had about 1.8 million shift, and it went to like 4.6, I think, something like that.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
my
Nice.
wallet value went from a little over 200 to $575.
Awesome.
So that was awesome. I have never been in anything
awesome.
like this. Like, it's just a win-win all the way. Susanna, Schiff, it's just a win-win. And
Love
like
it.
we said, we're just at the beginning, right?
Yes.
So I can't wait to see what the future holds for this token, and I'm gonna get Belize in on it as soon as I can, man.
We love it. Love to hear it, brother. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Everybody has shared their testimony so far, and
Folks, there you have it. You've got real utility with Sosana, the Sosana ecosystem. I do want to make this one plea. I want you to strongly, strongly, strongly consider joining the community hub. Now, that's going to be a membership base. All right. You're going to purchase a membership if you're one of the first 1,000 folks to purchase the community hub membership. You may also hear the folks from Sosana refer to it as an affiliate membership. With the community hub membership / affiliate membership, they're one and the same. You'll be able to do a couple of things. Number one, there's going to be a lot of education in there. There's going to be a lot of things that community hub members, affiliate members, one and the same, are going to get access to that those that only do the $50 or more of tokens, Sosana tokens, won't get access to. Okay, so if I have at least $50 worth of Sosana tokens, I can vote, 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 vote. All right, fantastic. The community hub, all right, there's going to be other goodies in there, but the big goodie that's in there, all right, two big goodies that's in there is with the community hub, there's going to be once a month voting on pre-launch projects. So talk about being able to get in, on the ground floor, whether you win the vote and you get tokens of that project, or whether you know of that project and you choose to go and buy some tokens even if you don't win the vote. Okay, so community hub, first 1,000 members is $99 in Sosana tokens. All right, and that's lifetime. If you're seeing this after those 1,000 memberships have flown off the shelf, then it's going to be somewhere between $149 and $299, I believe. And whether it's 149 or 299, you want to be a community hub member. You'll also, as a community hub member, you'll be able to be an affiliate. And that way, should you choose to share this information and someone um, comes to your affiliate link, then when they get a community hub membership, there's going to be an affiliate compensation paid out. There'll be a lot more information about that. What I wanted to show in this particular video is the utility of the voting and the power of the voting. The fact that winning voters are going to get for free the tokens of the winning project. One. Two, whether you are a winning voter or not, by simply being a part of the Sosana ecosystem with at least $50 worth of Sosana tokens in your wallet, you're going to know before Sosana takes a portion of those Sosana taxes. We love Sosana taxes, okay, which a portion goes into the voter pool before they take from the voter pool to go over here and buy the winning token. You're going to know about it. And so if you want to position yourself to get that winning token before the pool, the voter pool, goes and buys that token, again, you saw that huge rise in price with Shift AI in that example. But what if you had gotten some Shift AI tokens prior to that? Now imagine that happened with, just a few community members. I think there were 180, I think it was, in the earlier part of the video, 180 token holders. Okay. What happens when there's 180,000 token holders? What's going to happen to the price of those winning tokens when there's 10,000, 100,000, $1 million, perhaps even more in time, going to buy the project of the winning token? Are you seeing why, even if you're promoting other things, for my promoters out there, for those of you that are promote, whatever it is that you're doing, but certainly add Sosana to your capital appreciation, potential appreciation, income producing portfolio. With that being said, I'm not sure where you're seeing this. All right. If someone got this to you, please reconnect with them and join with them. If you are, you heard about it, don't really have a sponsor, what have you, obviously you can take a look at any of the information that we might have, but we never want to take anybody's referral credit. The reality is any person that comes inside of the Sosana ecosystem, no matter who their referrer is, benefits we Sosana token holders, of which I am one. All right, so we want to help the entire community explode and massively grow so that prayerfully your Sosana balance, that gentleman went from 270 to somewhere between 2,900 and 3,800. We'd love nothing more than to be a part of your Sosana success. With that being said, we love each and every one of you. Let's transform this world together, starting with yours.